Hey guys, I've been running a little bit of Quarry recently. I think a lot of people have. It's been kind of well known. Uh, well, it was known, becoming more well known as a good way to create a bunch of incursions, so you can build a temple real fast and just run them back to back. So it's pretty cool. While I'm doing this, I'm thinking, what's going on with Alva in these different instances? Is there anything funny happening in terms of like if you were to go from one instance to the next while this is in a certain state or not, and come across something kind of weird. I don't know if anybody else has already noticed this, and maybe people already know about it, or maybe some people have found it and aren't talking about it. I just thought I'd share. So if you remember back at the beginning of Incursion, there was this thing where you could talk to Alva, open an incursion, and then after that talk to her again and look at the blueprint here and see what your next room was going to be instead of the one that was open. And then if you wanted to like make any changes based on that, you could, in terms of what you're going to do. So this is kind of like that. That was changed because it wasn't really intended, maybe not quite how they wanted this to work. This may be a little in the same vein, so it's a little buggy, a little bit maybe like an exploit. I don't know, maybe it's intended, who knows, but it's probably just the best solution that GGG could come up with to that previous problem. So I'm going to show you what I've found. I've got a pretty clean temple here. I messed up and ran one room. I had to start the video over it, but we got a pretty much a clean temple here, and should have some clean instances now. Yeah, new quarries. So we can go to quarry. This is a good place to go if you haven't done it for just getting a lot of temples. This will help you build up your corruption rooms and your gem cutters rooms for your challenges. So those are pretty tough. Alright. So Alva's got something for us here. We've got a pretty new temple. We got a cloister, and depending on what we see here, yeah. So the common way of dealing with this, way most people say to deal with this is, well, it's tier 0. You've got two options here, and they're both crap. And once you'd like to get either gem cutters or corruption. So if you were to leave this alone and not upgrade it, then next time you come back to this room, you got two options instead of one that you don't want, and then only one chance at the one you want. So you would just leave this. So you would open the incursion and leave. I'm just going to make a note of what we've got here. We've got a cloister, 10 incursions remaining, location, I'm calling that location 5, and it's tier 0. We've got, what is that? Iron. Empowerment. And, oh, that's the one that upgrades nearby rooms. So that one's not bad. And a, armors. So maybe you like this room and you would upgrade it right away. It's kind of a long shot. So let's just assume that we think they're both crap. Maybe you don't. Well, we haven't opened the incursion yet. If we were to go to another instance, we'll call this one that we're at right here. We'll call this Alva number 1. Let's go talk to Alva number 2. What do we expect of Alva number 2? Well, same thing. Makes sense. You shouldn't be able to get new options by just going and talking to different Alvas, right? Now, let's just go back to number 1. We're not actually going to get any more options than these two right here, at least for this first room. Alright, so let's talk to Alva number 1. And let's say Inner Incursion. We already know what it's supposed to be. But let's go see what happened to Alva number 2. Is she still there? She should still be there. She's on the mini map. Wait! Oh, she's gone. Alright, well, Alva number 2 can't help us anymore. Let's go see if we can talk to an Alva number 3. Maybe she can do something for us. She's not always in the same place, usually up on this second level. Just run around the bottom. Alright, this one, Alva number 3, wants to give us a tomb. And I'm just making some notes for myself. Location, tier 0. It's got poison rune. And it's got restoration. So, what we've got right now, this is a bunch of crap. And our last one, kind of a lot of crap. Let's go back to the other one anyway. We already got the Incursion open. I'm going back to Alva number 1, who's got the Incursion open right now. That other one's just showing us what's the next one, basically. Right? That's going to be what the next thing is. If we were to not run this, like the common thing people do here is they say, well, this cloister doesn't have anything I want. I'm wasting my time running it. So they just wouldn't go in and they'd go run the next one, which is also a bunch of crap. And with that, they've got 2 rooms worth of crap. And they haven't upgraded either one of them because neither one of them is what they want. So we're going to try something else. We can go in here. This one's already open. We've already spent this Incursion remaining. If we go talk to that other Alva, she says we have 9. So we've already spent this one. Might as well go in here. And I'll just upgrade it to Empowers because I said that was okay. Alright, that guy's down. Let's see how much worse I can be at this. Just trying to find a key. It's late. I'm not the best player. That's beside the point. Maybe we want to go over here. I don't come up with a plan. I just get the key and then decide. So maybe I don't even get the key. Alright, well we finished that one. Maybe we'll load? Yeah. Alright. And what did she say we did? Alright, Alva 1. Upgraded it. Nice. Alright. So here's Alva 1. Alva 2 poofed. Let's go talk to Alva 3. See if she's got the same thing for us. We know where she is. We don't have to go the long way. She's definitely not here. Okay, so something happened when the Incursion ran. Like when we actually ran the Incursion, Alva poofed. If we hadn't ran the Incursion, we would just still have that Alva there and we could have ran that one. So we've done something. I'm gonna go talk to maybe Alva number 4, see what's going on with her. Alva number 2 doesn't really matter. I was just showing that sometimes Alvas go poof. And you know, after the first one, the second one went poof, maybe I thought the third one would go poof. But maybe some people were surprised. Now what is this? We've got the same room, so we were on Tomb before. I know because I wrote it down.
Every incursion needs proper preparation.
It's still tier 0, but check this out. Storage room now, where previously we had poison room. If you really want to know, rewind. Flame workshop. So we had a tier 0 with some crap that we didn't really care about. We opened that. We went and looked. These guys are being loud. We went and looked at the next one. We saw, alright, it's going to be tombs with poison and restoration. We said, that's also crap. I don't want that. So we went back and ran the other incursion, and we got a new second room without really losing anything except some time. So I mean, that's up to you whether you think it's worth it or not. But that's how it works. If the first room's crap and you weren't going to run it, go look at the next room. If that room's also crap, you might as well run the first one and you get to re-roll the second one. Good stuff. So this one's also crap. So what I'll do, we could say storage room's okay. We'll just keep that in mind. Let this guy shut up. I'm gonna try this again, just to show this works pretty reliably. We're gonna skip all this making people poof. We skipped making 2 of the same alva. We skipped doing this one before we open the incursion. We'll just go straight to our post opening the incursion. So this is our next one if we decide not to run that we just opened there. Alright, so we can have a cellar. And sorry, I just gonna make some notes. So tier 0, we got Tempest down the bottom and Torment on top. Well, guess what? Don't want either one of those. Don't know about you, but I don't want either one of those. So we're gonna go back, talk to the other one. I don't know what alpha this is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back and talk to alpha 4. I've lost track at this point. Now I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is alpha 4. Alright, what's up alpha 4? You had a storage room. That's good enough. So nothing lost here, except, like I said, time. At the end of the day, you gotta decide, well, is this 1, too gamey for you? 2, too much to keep track of. 3, even worth it with all the going back and forth instead of just running stuff. But there's a kicker here that I haven't tested yet, and I'm going to test it after this. And let's see what that is. And at about this point, you've got it or you haven't. What I do next is just for exploration. So we don't have to do this here. I don't know why we'd have to do this here. Do this somewhere else. So just remember, we were gonna get a Tempest Torment room, but we just ran that last one. Yeah, so I'm gonna just run some maps. You got a tier 10. The rule of thumb is run 10 quarries, 1 map above tier 7. I don't know, but maybe you're just mapping. Maybe you're mapping and you want to mess with your temple. Maybe running them super fast isn't as important as whatever here. Do I want any buffs on here? I don't know, pick Siege because I feel like Alva's usually at the beginning here. Maybe not. I don't remember. She's usually here, right? My game wasn't running great, sorry about this. Not the most good gameplay. 3.3.1 introduced a lot of FPS drops. Just see happening here. Alright, let's go find Alva. What is this? Spite. It's not one of the ones, is it? So if you're still hanging out, that's cool. Basically, if you don't want to watch all this, if you weren't going to run a room, go look at the next room. If that room's also crap, go back and run the one before. It'll give you another chance at what you want without using up one of your attempts. It's kind of gamey. Maybe they'll patch it out. Don't know. I guess do it at your own risk. I'm fairly confident that you'll be fine. It's got this whole time traveling aspect to it anyway. It's like you start in an early instance, you go to the future, and then if you want, you can go to the past and influence the future via instancing. Right? I really thought we were going to find out this somewhere. This is fun gameplay footage for everybody though. This is my Mask of the Spirit Drinker health base, handlism and action build, massive regen, and leech, but also really bad frame rates. And you think it's because I'm recording and the molten strike going off, but it's also just like this all the time. But this build's tanky enough, and really I would suggest it to anybody playing the game on a potato. Gonna get all this good stuff. That's what everybody's here for. You guys just want to see these fat exploits take your game to a whole slower level. Really, I think everybody's just going to keep burning through Quarry anyway, without even looking an eye at this. I could probably go talk to Alan. Alright, so what do we have before? Before, we had this room, right? And remember I said we had Tempest or Torment. You could rewind to see it. I wonder how many of these monsters I can let hit me. 10 to. I should record them just in case. Alright, can't talk down. Guys, we're doing video here.
Greetings.
Alright, so we had Cellar before. Nothing's different about the room chosen. But now we have Vault. Do we have anything that we actually want? We have Strongbox. Well, it's worth a shot. Now, remember, we don't want these, right? We didn't want these. It's a question of how fast you want to find new Alvis while you're mapping. Because what we're going to do now... Let's go back here. And I guess there's an issue of keeping track of time. But... you could just as well have gone into another map. That's not the one we wanted. We need a new one. Yeah, you could just as well do this between maps. So the one in our map right now is the one we want. So either skip, anyways. I don't know, maybe like Vault or Strongbox. So just assume you want to skip it. So you don't want Vault or Strongbox. So now you're making a decision: do you run that one or not? And And you're going to decide that based on what the one hanging out in here does. And this is funny because it's the same. It's the same thing. Because I didn't open the instance. I'm a dummy. Thanks for hanging with me here. We're gonna have to do. I think I just messed the whole thing up, but we'll see.
Hello.
Yeah, anyway. Genius stuff happening here.
Greetings.
Gotta open that.
Let's go.
Now, that other one being there is probably gonna mess us up. We'll try this. Try to instance a new one. We're gonna see the future. Navali.
Welcome.
Alright. Let's go see the future. Here. Nope, not who I was looking for. You're the one. Alright, so we get a peek. We get a peek into the hatchery. And location 120 hatchery. We don't want that. Gem cutters. Alright, so with this what I'll have done is I'll come here to the quarry to figure out what the next one's gonna be. Alright. Now, I want that gem cutters. I guess I could just run it now, but I'm running it in a shitty tier map, so that's dumb. So we're gonna go back here. And we were running maps before, right? So let's go back to the maps. Now if I were to run this one here, oh, I want that gem cutters. If I were to run this, that would make that other one poof. Remember? If we run this now, it makes the other one poof. So we don't want to do that. I'll just finish this map, I guess. Let's spare you guys. Let's show this. Kill this. Oh, this Elder Influence I need to work on. Challenge completion anyway. Do I even need to gem swap? No. Oh, not this. Alright, that's enough. Alright. So, we know the next one's going to be good, right? And we're just mapping. We just went to quarry to check.
Tell him Moana, warrior.
I want that. Went to quarry to check. Let's just get some other map. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to do Hydra? And do Chimera. It's pretty funny. I'll show off my build some more. While I've got everybody's attention. That seems fun, right? I've already got my curse flask on anyway.
Sight.
So if we go in here, this should be the same one that we saw in the quarry. Glimpse of the future. Breaking my heart, shaking my confidence daily. Tora, I bet I want to go in there and do a video. Get out of there. Good thing I didn't rubber band with my foiling blades, huh? That's how it usually goes. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. I think we got it first 5 minutes, but show you how great mapping can be with this trick. Mappers, quarry farmers unite in the dumbest waste of time that nobody's actually going to do. There she is. So close. I can talk to her.
Ah,
What do you
there
know? It's that
are.
passageways.
Ready to revisit the past? The more you kill,
Messed it up.
the more you change my map.
Messed it
And
up.
the closer we get to
We
finding
messed
the
it up. We
temple
rolled the shit.
someday. Here's the plan.
Son of a... Why did it change? We rolled our gem cutters? This is the jewelers and the... Man, I hate recording this video. Why did this happen? It's like the third time that I've had to redo the video. Well, can't explain this. Thanks for hanging in there. Must have been something to do with the tier change. Stay tuned, I guess. Future developments. I'm gonna go, I was gonna go just get hit by Chimera for like 15 minutes. Let's do that. If anybody's got any idea why that one changed, this is new to me. I haven't actually done missing maps before. It's pretty reliable if you stick to the quarries. Just roll your second. Like, go look at the second one, go back to the first one if you don't like the second one, and you're good. But anyways, just gonna leave with this guy. Been fun. Maybe we can figure out what happened on that other alpha. It's just a secret build showcase, that's all it was. I think he could get lucky here.